Welcome to the U.K.E-liquid Mixing Show. It is a Wednesday night and it's time to talk a little bit of mixing, just a little bit of general chat. So, public information, if you are in chat at the moment, look at the top. If you're in chat, swap it over to live chat and you'll keep up with everything we are doing. So who you got on tonight? You've got myself, Benny Vapes. You've got our own mixing guru, which is Graham Net Reality. We have got the one and only, he's the chairman of the board, which is Bill the Chair. We have got our own mixing detective, which is Liam Sherlock Holmes. We've got our own I forgot what was it? Mixing Maestro. Do you know? I nearly forgot what I called you then, Tim. Mixing Maestro, which is Tim, Advocate for Liberty, and we've got our own maple leaf mixer, which is Dave. Mr. Dave Lloyd, welcome. Do you know, I have mine for. I've not been well. You might have noticed. Sunday I said I wasn't well.
Oh, here
Went
he
to
goes
work,
again.
came home. But I do shows. When I'm not well, I do shows. I'm a trooper. I'm a trooper. And why? See, I said to Graham, he could introduce Sean. He was like, no.
No?
Bill was looking out for your best interest and offered to let us not.
He said, "Yeah, we'll just cancel it tonight." I said, "Yeah,
he was worried about your health. That's all."
What? I said, "I'm not that sort of guy."
He has a little snivel and he's all, whoa.
Oh man, I hate colds. I hate colds. He just kills me. There's a cold. Honestly, I'm a pussy when he's a cold. I've drunk flipping about 2 litres of orange juice and 2 litres of Lucozade.
You need a cup of tea.
I don't drink it. I don't drink tea. You know when you're poorly sick and do you remember when you were a kid and you used to get the wrapper on the Lucozade? And it was that crinkly one, the glass bottle. They're not satisfying about better than getting that when you were sick. Your mum bought you it and ripping it off.
We got glucose and lemonade.
Oh, did you? I got Lucozade from chemist when I was poorly. So it was always from chemist. You got it from chemist, didn't you? Not like now.
Grapes and Lucozade for me.
Grapes and Lucozade. Yeah. Poorly sick, grapes and Lucozade.
So you come down with a cold. Clark catches 2 fish and lets his dad hold one and pretend he caught one too. And so, it's been a really good week.
It is. So what we're going to do, first of all, we would like to say congratulations to Mr. Liam. You are now gainfully employed, aren't you, my friend?
I am.
Gainfully employed. So congratulations on getting your new job. He's going to be a gnome in a garden with a fishing pole. That's his new job. So if you do go down Wales, you'll see him on a little toadstool at the side of the pond fishing.
Yeah, I'm thinking about if it goes well, I might branch out and actually become a travelling gnome. So people can hire me out to sit in their garden.
Yeah, to sit on pictures. So we can take pictures when you're on holiday.
You've seen those gnomes that lean in the little gnome things that lean against a tree and peeing. Liam can do that for you.
Come see Liam for all your fishing needs.
So if you do need any
best
fishing
fishermen
goods,
in the world.
If you want expert advice, he can bring his son along to talk to you too.
Yeah, exactly. Congratulations to Craig and Kenny doing their first shot. I haven't watched it yet because obviously I was getting ready for this, but I will watch it back on the replay. So well done. Right, so what we will do is we will go around and do a little buffet first, let people come in. So we will start with Graham.
Okay, I'm on the Guar 21 with the barrage on top, and in that, where is it? It's gone. I've got some, should focus now. Does it focus?
No. Hey,
caramel donut, which I keep on, I only made it when 25th. I was set a week ago and it's half gone. Trying to get the donut perfect on that so I can just stick any topping on. And the Vapor SO200, and in that I've got some of that Pineapple Dream, and I'll pass it to Bill.
Oh, thank you, Ben. I'm on the Guar with the arbiter on top, and in that I've got banana nut muffin, and I am on the D barrel with the goon on top, and in that I have got the peach cheesecake, which basically has now been close to 3 weeks, and the peach is making a grand comeback. It's like one of those races where the peach was running way out in front, and then all of a sudden everybody caught it, but now all of a sudden the peach has decided to take back off again because it's back to peachy as hell. So I will throw it over to Dave.
Okay, I'm on the Guar 21 with a fat rabbit with a loomy braid in there and some DIY pound cake. And I just got this the other day, the Masson, Steam Crave Masson AIO with a mesh deck in there. And again, some more DIY pound cake because that's all I like.
Is it the same one or separate ones?
Separate.
Yeah,
different one, different versions. And I'll pass it to Tim.
So I'm on the GT4 on top of the Gruss, and in that I've got that Corvette Cafe blueberry cobbler that I made for Chevy Man. And then I've got then this and the other one I have apricot gummy candy that I made a while back, and it's steeped out really nice. And I have the Hadley on top of the what do I call it, Dave?
The Tim.
My own creation.
The Tim.
Yeah, my own creation that
Ooh,
I
look at that.
so yeah, it's dual parallel, like mechanical mod. I didn't put a MOSFET in it because
you should call it the Liberty Avocado.
Yeah.
But anyhow,
Limited.
yeah, it's my first mod I
Limited.
put together myself. Soldering it was fun. I did actually blister up for it because a piece of solder dripped onto my leg. By the way, silver solder hurts a lot when it drips down your leg about 1.5 inches long, and it hardens before you can peel it off. Yeah, it's fun. But yeah, let's see. Liam's went. You've all went.
I haven't been yet.
You haven't been yet?
No.
Okay, let's skip Liam. No, I'll pass it to Liam.
I've got the Deja Vu with the Steam Crave Aromomizer V2 on top, and in that I've on the last of my vanilla custard tobacco. Apparently, I'm a juice whore because that huge bottle didn't actually last that long.
Oh.
Was that full when you started?
No, half.
Oh, yeah, still that's a lot.
And that is it for me. I will pass it back to Benny.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we are going to shill tonight. We're just copying another show that's been moved to a Saturday. It does on its own channel now, which is a Saturday show. So we just thought we'd copy and shill. Shill. As Mr. Nevin says, just shill it. Just shill it. It's got to be done. Got high standards to keep up to with them lot. So I'm on the U.K.E-21 with the Valkyrie Mini on top, and inside that I've got some Adagio from BDV Project. Danny, if you haven't seen that, it's a BDV project, Adagio.
BDV.
And I'm also on the SX Mini V, because I is silent, class, with some shill, nasty juice, menthol tobacco.
Ooh.
And that is me. I don't usually do menthol tobacco, but I ran out the vaping bogans, and I've got some to review from Dispergo. You can use BV20 for 20% off over at Dispergo if you would like to go over there and buy any juices from that. Everything with the DSG on. Oh, top form. So what we're going to do is get Liam to read out chat and see what everybody's saying.
Yeah, that'll kill about 15 minutes by the time I get through everyone. So in chat tonight, we have Mark Robinson, John, Kim McIntyre,
Good evening.
Swamp Thing, Mr. Intense, Steambugs, The Vaping Snowman, Ian Thomas, Kenny 2023, Billy Lee Rice, Nevans, Barry Jones, Grateful Ant. See, I'm losing it again. Rocky Tooney, Vapor Bunny, Coil, John Vaping Joker, Connor Smith, Craig D, Mike Haynes, see, it goes really, really well, and then I lose it every single week. Just trying to make sure I don't miss anybody, and I always do. The real Tommy V.
Damn it. Troy M's just come in.
Everybody's so chatty tonight.
Yeah.
Skint Vapors.
Skins Vapors.
And Troy M. I believe that is everybody.
Welcome, one and all. Something's just ordered the Empire and the Sith. I hope you got it from, I think it's Vaping 101 that's got it on for £109. and the Sithon for 39. It's cheapest anyway because 114. So have a look. It is 109. I think it's 109 on Vaping 101, which is £6 off, cheaper than anywhere else. And the Sis, I think it's like 30, 36 or something like that. So that's it. So, oh, bless you. Bless you, Graham.
Bless you.
You see, I don't moan about it.
I am on that. I just said I've been poorly. You don't go out fucking house. You don't go anywhere. Nearest you go is to bins outside and back in again.
The dirty rats. I caught a cold off the rats.
Yeah.
This is coming from a guy who missed the show because he had hairy eye. I don't know.
He poked himself in eye.
Hairy eyes the thing.
Cheers, Kenny. Greg D for bringing your what is it? Your hype train with you. Choo choo, choo choo. So yeah. So what's everybody been up to? Have you had a good week? Been up to plenty of things. Have you done any mixing? I know, because I've been poorly, which is just normal. I don't mix. I know that Dave's done a little bit. Graham, you've been Bill, you've been up to a little bit, and didn't you mix some other day?
I just mixed a real simple mix. Yes, I did basically the TFA banana nut bread and the Capella nut muffin and a little bit of super sweet. And it has turned out FFT, which is fantastic.
Ooh.
Nice.
I thought it stood for fully fucked this.
Well, could be.
Did you have to let it steep at all?
Yeah, I mixed it on the 27th, so it's 4 days, and you can taste the banana, you can taste the nut muffin, the nuts will probably come in a little better
Nuts.
in a couple of days, but as of right now, you're getting the bakery and just a light banana with it. So it's
Nice.
And the nuts are there, they're just not real strong yet, but I said it for just 2 flavors. Hell, I could vape it. I've already vaped about 70 ml of it in 4 days, and I'm vaping on like 4 different things. So
That says a lot.
Nice.
Very good. Connor Smith's just put in off the back of a question about cod. Don't want to start another debate, but with Muji, to Scottish roll or not to Scottish roll? I don't give it a tight roll, just give it a little.
Yeah, with Muji, I don't bother Scottish rolling. I tried it, but didn't seem that much different to me, to be honest. So I just give it a really loose roll, just roll it like you were doing a rolly, and then I just very gently over the palm of my hand or on the table or something.
Yeah,
I'm done.
That's all I used to do with Muji. Just give it a little tease with the fingers and slip it through.
Yeah.
Make sure you give it a bit of a fluff when you cut it, because it does go at the ends. You need to give it a little bit of a tease, and then that's it. Give it a bit of a rake out, and then you go. So let's take a bit to come in at that age, Bill, and sounds like most men are no, said Kim. Sounds yummy, and Rocky Soon is saying the nut muffin turns to peanut butter at a week, Bill.
No.
So
I've had nut muffin and a lot of stuff. It does not turn to peanut butter.
And if anyone would know, you would, Bill, because you hate peanut butter in the vape.
I don't hate peanut butter. I
know, but you hate it in the vape.
It just takes over in a vape. I don't hate it. I mean, I like the taste, but I don't really want it to just be screaming at me the whole time.
You got a wife for that.
No, she actually doesn't. She just basically looks at me, shakes her head, and goes somewhere else.
Yeah, let's crack on with it.
We've been married. It's 35 years, 5 days from now. So she's been around me for a while. She knows that.
Yeah. Oh dear. If you didn't realise this, did you get the title of the show?
No, it was cut off.
Looked at it. No,
I did, but it was cut off.
Just by going from last week's show, which was
from last week. No, because I thought donuts. It's been a while since we talked about donuts.
I thought it was about cars made in the 60s. I wasn't.
No,
No?
apparently they're names for donuts. They are names for donuts,
Oh, Scott.
apparently.
No,
Oh, you don't have that over there?
What?
Donuts.
No, cruller and all donuts like that.
No, we have donuts. Donuts are donuts. They've either got an hole in the middle or no hole in the middle.
Oh, okay.
They're all called donuts.
Sinker? Who calls him a sinker?
Scott, I don't know. I found, I just had to put in the different types of donuts, names for donuts, and that's what gave me a list of that. And that's what I did. I just picked them. And that sweet roll, I'd never heard of a sweet roll either.
Small
heard of a
spare
sweet roll?
tire didn't come up?
No.
No, because that's what they call one of those little tiny spare tires you put on the car here. They call it a donut. Yeah.
All right. Call a donut, the thing that you put on there. You know, if you get a toilet, a close cup of toilet, there's a ring that joins the toilet together to stop it leaking.
Right.
That's called a donut. That is
Well,
called
the
a
other
donut.
thing that they call a donut is the little thing that you sit on when you have hemorrhoids. You know.
yeah. I won't know. I don't have hemorrhoids myself.
I don't now either.
Don't think so. The only donuts I do is in the Tesco's car park. To be fair, right, it's just that I've seen a lot more companies bringing out donuts again. They seem to be doing the rounds because they came up really, really massive, didn't they? Do you know what I mean? Everyone were doing donuts everywhere, and then suddenly they died off, and then it seems to be everybody's using donuts. It kept bringing donut flavors out again.
Yeah, I think that all of the flavors seem to just go in sort of cycles.
Mhm.
You know, lemon meringue pie hasn't been done for a while, so that'll probably be the next cycle. Everyone will come out with another lemon meringue pie or their own twist on it.
Yeah.
No, it's just one of those flavors, I think, that just it all goes in cycles. All seems to drop off and then pick back up again a couple of months later.
Apparently, Mowgli's saying four-wheel drives can only do donuts in reverse. Never. Do you see that from Nevans? He's saying, tell Graham to share screen his donut recipe. Bill knows his donuts is on it. But if still use moves. You've been using the same bag since July last year. Less waste. Coil. Bill knows it. Bill definitely knows his donuts. Apparently, copious amounts of Vaseline. Dimmerlin says my favourite donut is Chemovatic donut, the perfect cake donut. It used to be glazed donuts, didn't it, by Capella? That's
Play-Doh.
flavors.
No, but that's what it used to be years ago when it first came out. Everybody used to use glazed donut by Capella.
Yeah, I think it was probably because it was the only donut around.
Yes, it was. That's what I know it from, the original one. I didn't get Play-Doh off of it. I think it's still quite a nice flavour myself. Chocolate donut goes well in an ice cream. It makes it like if you want to make a Neapolitan, it's like the cheap chocolate on the Neapolitan ice cream is the donut, the chocolate donut. But yeah, what's people's take on it now? Do you know what I mean? Like a donuts and cakes and things.
I still really
pretty good.
like TFA frosted donuts, and you don't see it used very often. But I actually really like that one.
Which is, I like the Wonder Flavors glazed donut, but it all depends what kind of donut you're after. If you're after a cake donut or a doughy donut.
All right. It
Which one
depends
you
it does. It depends which one. Like Craig's saying, you can't get a deep fried donut taste like a proper deep fried donut. Nevin's put in favourite donut is FA crispy donut and Wonder Flavors glazed combo. You know, I quite like my donuts to be cakey rather than fried. I'm not massively at that grease fried stuff. Do you know when you get when you go to Seaside and you get five for it's five for like a tenner now, when it used to be £5 for a pound. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a massive fan of them.
You're not?
No.
Here you get donuts by the dozen. You don't buy 5 donuts.
Oh no, when you go to what is it? You don't get a dozen. You get like 5 donuts for like fucking £1.30 or something like that. It is when you go to B. It's never 6, is it? It's never 6. It's always 5. For some reason, it's always 5 when you go on.
Weird, because here, like I said, it's a dozen donuts. I mean, almost always when you buy a box of donuts, there's a dozen donuts in it.
Yeah, Krispy Kreme's coming half a dozen or a dozen.
Krispy Kreme's are fucking expensive.
But if you got like if you got like 15 quid for a box,
yeah,
and they're not that good.
nice.
They're not that
No,
good.
I don't think they're that nice either. I don't think they're that great. They're just, I don't know. I like Asda's Owner better than them.
You can get them for like $3 at the secondhand store when you get them, like where they take them out and then put them over there at that store where the expiration date's close. You can get
Well,
them
for Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, anything.
I was
like
going to say that
they always have
secondhand
little
donuts,
shops where they put them. Yeah,
Yeah.
pre-chewed.
yeah.
Yeah. Rocky put sided lemon on ELR. I've got a superb lemon donut there to Kenny. Ian Thomas, FA Crispy. Anyone tried it yet?
I didn't particularly like it. It wasn't one of my favourites. Nevin swears by it. I know that.
No, I never got around to trying that one. I like FA Wow. I really like as well.
I like FA Wow.
I found, is it Joker that's supposed to be a cannoli flavour that tastes more like a donut than a cannoli?
It isn't bad.
Do you know what I mean? To me, that tasted more of a donut than a cannoli does. Do you know?
FA have got a chocolate one as well, haven't they? That one is more chocolate than donut. There's hardly any donut to that at all. So it's not bad chocolate though. Again, it's like the Cap Glaze that where you said it's like the cheap Neapolitan chocolate.
Yeah,
the FA chocolate donut is a little bit like that.
It's like that, yeah. If you're gonna do if you're gonna do definitely if you're gonna do a Neapolitan ice cream, bang that in your mix because it gives you that cheap ice cream of a Neapolitan.
If you're vaping it and you're going to vape a cake donut, how is that going to be any different than just vaping a cake? Yeah.
Does it give you a different texture than a cake?
I think it's just a mental thing. You read the word donut on the bottle, so you think it tastes like a donut. You read yellow cake on the bottle, you think it tastes like cake. It's just I think
donut is a little bit sweeter. I thought donut were a little bit sweeter myself than a cake.
If they put something on it, but otherwise it's just cake. I mean, it's a donut.
Oh, you have that you have that donutty taste. There's a donutty taste.
Yeah, which is not different than a cake taste if it's a cake donut. That's why it's called a cake donut.
I didn't realize we call them donuts, not cakes.
Yeah, but a cake and a donut's made out of the same thing. They're just made, one's round with a hole in it, and one comes in little square pieces or something. It's still the same stuff. It's like it's like macaroni, spaghetti, and everything else. It's pasta. It's all still the same damn thing. It's just different shapes.
Morgan's putting Honeydew Buttermut donuts beat Dunk's Buttermut donuts. You might be able to help me out there because I have no idea what they are.
Honeydew Buttermut.
Honeydew. I'm guessing it's a watermelon donut.
I'm not sure, unless it's American brands, maybe.
I don't know, Tim, you ever heard of a watermelon donut?
Not that I've ever heard of. No.
No.
Strawberry donuts and blueberry donuts, but
the jam filled
watermelon. No, these are just. They just put you'll get a donut and it'll actually be red. They put some kind of coloring in it and then they'll put a strawberry flavoring in it.
Oh, never seen that one.
Yeah, Kim DeMillan is saying because the donut is deep fried, and Kim is saying they're cooked differently.
Well, yeah, and I mean, you bake one, you've deep fried the other one, but basically the ingredients in both of them are pretty damn similar.
Yeah, but it's the cooking that makes them taste slightly different.
The thing that it comes down to is if you're going to eat one or the other, but if you're going to vape the two of them, it's really hard to distinguish between vaping a donut and vaping a cake because you don't really have that object or that taste as much so in front of you. It's not.
You just ruined everything, Bill.
Yeah.
Just ruined everything.
I'm sorry.
Well, he says he thinks it's regional to New England. Tommy's going to do make a pickle bread. I'm going to call it dildo. Yeah, custard donuts from Tesco's are nice. Morrison's donuts are nice as well. Well, he says if you bake a cake that has a thick surface like a cake donut, you made it wrong.
Yeah, and Nevins keeps wanting to throw the yeast thing in there. That's
Yeah.
That's just to make it rise or fall. And you have yeast cakes.
Yeah, but see that that's why. But when I try yellow cake, all of the different yellow cakes out there and a lot of the other cake mixes, I don't get any yeast. With Wonder Flavors glazed donut, I actually get yeast off that.
Yeah, I get yeast, but that's what I like. I like that slightly yeasty taste that you get.
See, we do some cakes here with yeast, so it's it's still. Like I said, you're still going to taste it.
That's because you Americans are strange.
Because I remember Mom used to get all upset because she'd put the cake in the oven and you couldn't run through the house because she was afraid you'd make the cake fall.
Because I did DIY die to a donut with pound cake in it. Could be wrong. I know he did bro nuts, didn't he? Didn't he do bro nuts?
Yeah.
Yep.
I bought the concentrates for that and made that up.
And
I got Play-Doh.
oh, did you?
I think it's that capped glazed donut.
Glazed donut.
Yeah, the chocolate one, chocolate glazed donut.
Yeah,
used in that.
Yeah, that Play-Doh is probably very much like pepper. You're either a pepper taster with some TFA or you're not.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you can go back and watch about the third or fourth show that we did on this, and we did donuts.
That was ages ago, though. That's
it's been a while back. It's been a couple of years, but
yeah,
it's still there.
it's like flipping nearly 100 shows away, Bill.
Yeah.
We haven't done donuts for ages. I just thought because I've seen that DeMillan said bro nut equals Play-Doh.
Yeah.
But that was one of his earlier recipes, though, wasn't it? That was one of his early recipes with that. One that he sort of is known for, isn't it? Bro nuts and that.
I did try mixing a peanut butter. I think it was peanut butter and custard donut a while ago. Because I thought it sounds nice. It's a little bit different. So I used the SSA peanut butter and the Ken-Vatic donut. Didn't use them at outrageous percentages or anything, and left this deep. And all I could taste was chocolate. And I have no idea where the chocolate come from.
Right.
What
the only thing
did you use?
It would have been, it was either vanilla custard one from Cap or the premium custard premium off FA. I think it was the
you
FA
say
premium.
chocolate and Zippy shows up.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is I didn't actually single flavor test the Ken-Vatic donut. I wondered whether I was picking up a little bit of chocolate off that.
Ian Thomas says Cap choc glaze isn't very pleasant in my opinion. Try it in some ice cream. You might be pleasantly surprised.
Hey, Zippy.
It's a bit. Might be pleasantly surprised on that.
Benny suggests Liquid Barn vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, Liquid Barn. Everybody likes it. Just get some Liquid Barn vanilla ice cream. It's like shit. But yeah, we won't go down that road. In Zeppela donut.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
It's more of an it enhances donuts, I think.
Yeah, it's more greasy than anything. I don't really get a donut off it, even at even pushing the rye up to like 4%.
Right.
Don't really get a lot of donut off it, but it is very, very greasy.
Yeah, if you want that greasy outside of a donut, just do it in the 1.25 and you'll get a greasy donut.
Yeah, the another one that's pretty good for that, if you don't mind a little bit of cinnamon, is the Capella funnel cake.
Yeah, but why would you want cinnamon in a donut? They don't have cinnamon in.
Yeah, you can get cinnamon donuts.
Yeah, the old-fashioned donuts are cinnamon sugar. That's all that's on it.
Cake
All right.
donut. They just take a cake donut and put cinnamon and sugar on it.
Just pushing that cake, eh, Bill?
Well, it's what they are. They're cake donuts with cinnamon and sugar on them.
I bet you don't go into a shop and ask for a cake donut, do you, though?
I used to work at a donut shop years ago. I actually worked at one for a while. So
Oh, did you? Did
Yeah.
everybody come up to you and ask for a cake donut?
no, because I worked at like 3 o'clock in the morning making the damn donuts. I wasn't actually in there selling them.
So we got 100% the peanut butter and the custard give off chocolate. Rocky's saying CMV is a fried cake donut to me. What we got? Don't know. Technically, it would be a chocolate mousse. Subaroma is greasy donuts, says Barry. Slight Play-Doh from Cat Funnel Cake. And Zeppler is better for pastry, says Nevans. And the Beige Net are cinnamon sugar. Beige
Yeah.
Net.
With Play-Doh from the Cat Funnel Cake, they probably use some of the same chemicals to actually make it that they use for the glazed donut. I would have thought,
Right.
because it's similar sort of profile, isn't it? You know, fried cake, fried donut.
Mm.
So I
Waffles
think
have egg in, don't they?
What, waffles?
Waffles have egg
I
in.
thought it were exactly the same mixture as a donut mixture.
No,
Just done in a waffle maker, not fried. It's just baked
no,
like a cake.
sure they have egg
Or
in.
toasted. I don't know.
It all depends. We use
Sure.
Bisquick, and you can use Bisquick and all kinds of shit. You can make waffles, donuts, cakes,
Pancakes,
pancakes, whatever you want. I mean,
dumplings.
What
Yeah.
the hell's biscuit?
It's just
You
a cake
don't know
mix.
biscuits?
is
I thought that was
basically
an
all it is.
Italian version of a biscuit that we call it. A
No,
biscuit. That's
no.
what I'd have. A biscuit.
Just a generic dough, powdered
Yeah.
dough, and you just add your liquid ingredients, and away you go.
And then you just make it into whatever you decide you want to have. Yeah.
I grew up on Bisquick.
Yeah. So did I.
I've never heard of biscuit. I've heard of what is it off of the Fox's thing? The Italian bear going, "We're going to have a biscuit." for Fox's biscuits, but I've never
We'll
heard of
send-
biscuit.
We'll send
Yeah,
you over
it
a
is.
box, Benny.
Yeah, it's if you have any biscuits that are being laced with laxatives, it gives you the biscuits.
Yeah, biscuit, yeah. PFC says donuts such is a hard profile, but funnel cake is decent. And Pugsy saying more eggs in waffles, so you are right. Intom says Dave 100% at fairs. I loved a bag of fresh ring donuts dusted in cinnamon sugar, hot and melt in the mouth. Yeah, car boots LP. Yeah, you usually get that. What's with Graham going on and off? Has he got shits or something? Or what?
There's too many laxative laced biscuits.
I'm blowing my nose.
Just blow your fucking nose. We're not bothered. So look, Mugger says honeydew butternut has a similar surface to a glazed cake donut, but softer with butternut flavoured specks stuck in the glaze. Ah. Kenny says he's just been sorry for us being chained in my Cox t-shirt. Oh, you Dickens. You got a Dickens shirt on. And he says biscuits. Biscuits. But like I said, I'd never heard of that. Oh, you can have a look at BuzzFeed. I will have a look at that in a minute because it'll screw everything up if I click anything. Especially that big yellow button that's at the top of my screen. Does anybody use donuts? Anybody done a donut? Other than probably Rocky has, and probably Pugs and Nevers and that. But has anybody else tried to make a donut flavour? And what are you thinking of? Because like I say, they went through a phase of doing them. Do you know what I mean?
You know who has a great donut recipe? Adam Pilarczyk. He calls it dough, D''OH. It's on ELR. It's really, really good. Really good.
Do you want to bring that up? Do you want to have a look at it? Bring it up.
Okay. I'll try to find it. And you could just sub out the fruit and use any other ingredient you like. How good it is. Okay, give me a minute.
Because I quite like just a normal glaze. I like a donut to taste like a donut with maybe a little bit of vanilla custard in it. but not strawberry. I'm not a massive fan of them putting strawberry, lemon. Do you know what I mean, or all like that? I just like a nice donut flavour.
Well, I've just been messing around with a lemon for it. I've got a glazed donut, and I'm trying to put lemon in the glaze, and I tried chemovatic lemon,
All right, yeah.
and that flavour's all over the place. I don't know what it's trying to do.
Right.
Yeah, I got. Remember, I
Are
bought
you
that.
sure, mate? Welcome.
Yeah,
Remember-
you ready? You ready, Benny?
Yeah, just share it, mate. Yeah.
You got it up? I put it up.
Yeah.
Just tell me when to take it down because I'm not watching the stream.
It's got a fair few flavours in that, I've got to say. It says acetylpropylene at pyrazine, should I say, at 0.15. Cake yellow, Flavour West at 0.75. Meringue at 0.07. Powdered sugar 101 at 0.3. Shisha strawberry at 0.6.
You got you're doing
that's the
grams, not
grams.
percentage, Benny.
Yep.
I'm doing mils.
Okay, do mill, do whatever.
Whichever they all right then. We'll
Whatever
do
floats your
Percentage is
boat.
over on the right.
0.5. All right then. Percentage 0.5 of acetylpyrazine. Cake yellow at 2.5. Meringue at 0.25. Powdered sugar at 1. Shisha strawberry at 2. Strawberry red touch. I don't like that strawberry red touch myself. 1.5. Strawberry sweet jungle flavours at 0.75. Super sweet at 0.25. And Zappella at 4.
Now, I mean, if you pull out all the fruit flavoring, you can just sub in anything you like, and it's amazing.
What
Okay, I'll
does
stop.
acetylpyrazine bring to it then?
Slight nut. To me, anyways.
But that's why I'm thinking, why has he got that?
It'll bring out the grain.
Yeah.
But you won't want grain in a donut, would you?
You do want that grain.
It helps. It really helps.
Right.
But you don't want to go too high with AP because it'll turn it into a corn chip almost.
Yeah, that's why I didn't understand why he's got it in. Why has he got it in there? Because I wouldn't have thought to put it in myself.
But I highly recommend that recipe.
Right.
I remember I bought that budget liquid. I think it was back last year. It's supposed to be a lemon custard donut.
All right, yeah.
Donuts it was called. They did a strawberry one and lemon one. The lemon one was the only one that I could actually taste any donuts to it. It was more like a lemon cream with a donut background.
Yeah.
So I did a mix of it. So I'll just quick share screen on that. There's 1.25% condensed milk from Silveron, 2.5% TFA frosted donut, 2.5% Wonder Flavors lemon custard, 1.75% sour lemon from Vape Train, 1.25% TFA sweetener, and 2% Vape Train vanilla cream. So I've really gone for just trying to capture that donuts in the background. You taste it right at the end. Yeah. It worked really, really well. I mean, I know the percentages look fairly high for some of those flavors, but they all really meld together, and that TFA sweetener really helps blend everything in.
Right.
How about a black currant donut so we can kind of bring last week's show into this one?
Yeah, that one that we didn't talk about. We talked about cotton. Well, he's just put in Steve TC made a delicious melon glazed donut recipe on all the flavours. If anybody wants to bring that up, just click on the link. He's dropped it in chat.
Yeah, I've got that now. So this is Melon Glazed Donut by Steve TC. Nice melon glazed donut kind you like even in summertime, since melon juice in the glazing plays well together with the vanilla custard. Cookie and Zeppela form the backbone of the recipe, the type of donut grandma made. Cantaloupe plays generally well with meringue and provides the glazing for the donut. Cantaloupe has a nice sweetness in the flavor profile, which supports that function very well. And then he just got a little tweak. If you only want a slight hint of cantaloupe in the glazing, reduce the percentages to 4%. So we have 4.5% cap cantaloupe, 2.5% FA cookie, 2% FA meringue, 1.3% cap vanilla custard, and 2% FA Zephyr.
It's probably
That's
nice about that cantaloupe, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's quite a nice little twist on donut recipe as well, with just using Zephyr and cookie to actually give you that donut.
And you could just replace the watermelon in place of the cantaloupe, and you'd have a watermelon one.
Yeah. But would you want a watermelon? Would you want a watermelon?
I wouldn't want a cantaloupe one either. So
That's what I'm saying. Would you want a watermelon one? Dave just dropped a recipe in there for the Adam one. So yeah, 18 5-star reviews on Steve TC's recipe, which is good. If 18 people will get a 5-star review, and it's not his mum, then it's fine. Oh dear. Ian Thomas hates lemon icing, always ruins whatever cake it's on.
Mm-hmm. He's right.
Right, the jury's out on that one. As I say, I'm just trying to get a lemon glaze.
Would you use the meringue though? Because I've seen meringue seems to be what people are using for the glaze, Graham.
I like TPA marshmallow.
All right.
Because it's slightly wet, I'll use that low and just cover it up with a fruit or a flavour. But I only use it at 0.5 just for that glaze on top, and it just comes in on the exhale.
Yeah.
So you just as I say, just attach a fruit or a berry to it, and off you go. Stick it on top of your donut.
Yeah.
Bob?
Or anything.
Bob, you all right, mate? Billy Lee saying, I love eating donuts, but I can never get on with donut e-liquids. Love a good sponge of vape, though. I think it is. I think it's one of them ones you either like donuts or you don't like a donut vape, innit? I didn't like that. Do you remember One It Wonders brought out a donut one, and it was it had a policeman on front of it. Don't know if you remember that.
Nope.
No. No one ever seen that one. It had a what is it? Picture of it was like a police, obviously donuts. So which was a joke earlier on that someone put in why do there's 6 in a donut, 6 donuts in a thing because police work 12 hours a day.
Yeah. How about eclairs?
Eclairs.
Yes.
Eclairs.
Well, eclairs is shoe pastry, isn't it? It's not a donut.
Yeah.
But it's still just
Here we go.
in with,
Well, you got the yum yums, and then you can go on the eclairs. That's
Yum
a better
Yums,
one.
yeah. Yum Yums is more of a donut.
Yeah.
It's just a straight donut.
Yeah, eclairs are completely different to donuts.
Now, see here, we would just take them and just you just wouldn't have the hole in the donut or whatever else, and then you just put the filling in the middle of it, put some chocolate icing over the top, and voila. But it's the same as a donut.
No, it's a shoe pastry.
Shoe
It's not
pastry.
same. It's shoe pastry. It's
For
totally
you,
different.
but not for here. No.
Oh, right. A chocolate eclairs, a shoe pastry.
Yeah,
Like I said, only difference I would do there, it would come out of the same dough. You would just stick it on the little machine that would squirt the custard in the middle of it, and that was it.
But that'd be a custard donut.
Put a little bit of chocolate icing over the top, and voila, you got it.
Yeah,
So that's not eclair then.
You just make it square instead of making it round with a hole in it. That's all.
That's a yum
Mowgli
yum with
vapes.
icing up to.
Yeah, Mowgli Vapes is saying an eclair is just a dick-shaped Boston cream donut.
Kind of true.
Barry Jones says Steve TC also made a strawberry version with ultimate strawberry in it. Kenny says Greedy Bear lemon donut. Simon sent it me. It was very nice. Craig D had one from Greg's Fudge Donuts today. The ones with custard in them. Tasted, but no, if I'd vape that. Yeah. Billy has. I have so many 250ml bottles in my cupboard of all different donut flavours just going to waste. Bob saying VTA cinnamon donut is great.
Yeah, that is a good donut.
Yum Yums are superb. Yum Yums are definitely nice. I like a Yum Yum. So, So yeah, I can't believe do they call them eclairs then over there then, Bill?
Yeah, they're actually called eclair donuts.
Right.
That are really cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds a bit like our you know, you can get the finger donuts with the jam and
Yes, with
cream
the
on
cream.
it.
Yeah, in the
It
middle,
sounds
yes.
like one of those.
Yes, it sounds like a finger donut. Yes.
There they are, right there. Eclair donuts.
But that's not a
Ooh,
donut. That's shoe
that-
pastry.
Yeah, that
That
is proper
is,
eclair. That's shoe
that is
pastry.
an eclair donut.
Shoe pastry.
Hey, I'm just going. I typed
Bill.
in eclair donut, and that's what comes up. Yeah.
Bill, you've proven it. Kentucky is where recipes go to die.
Yeah.
I got that off Google. I didn't get it in Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean,
Lexington, Google.
yeah,
If you type it, as soon as I typed in the word eclair, it come up with donut right after it. I mean, I don't even have to put that part in.
Yeah.
Keep going, Bill, and the French Navy will be sailing towards America.
Yeah, I'm saying we use shoe.
Not worried about
It's
the
a
French.
shoe pastry. You either it's a shoe pastry. Gotta say, what coils you all use to get the most flavour wise out of your mixes? Any recommendation for breathable coils? Probably an Alien, something like that.
staggered staples I use.
Yeah. Yeah, Stagger Staples, Aliens. I don't mind a Fuse Clapton myself.
I
What
like
about you?
braided wire is good.
Braided.
Yeah.
What about you,
I-
Tim?
For me, favorite.
Coils.
Probably Duchess's Aliens. That's all I use lately.
Alien.
Wish
Yeah.
I could get- He's not
I-
selling right now, and it really is making me sad because I need more.
I tried braided once, and it was a pain in the ass because every time I tried to get it through the post hole, the braids would just spread out and stop it from going into the post hole.
I mean, I really want to try John's mesh, but I guess he isn't sending out samples yet. Still working on it.
Yeah. He's still knitting it.
Yeah.
John's still knitting. Fuse Claptons, Aliens, into that such a load of profiteroles. Craig D, brown wire, 27 gauge Canthal. Wound wire for the wing, small thing. Caterpillar tracks. So hot dog is a penis shaped savoury donut. Mr. Intense says.
Yeah, pretty much, and then if you fill it with something, it's
Whatever turns you on, Bill.
Aliens to me, it's some people will say fruits taste better with this coil and bakery tastes better with that coil, and I really can't tell that much of a difference. And it depends on some coils supposedly are better at higher wattages, and other coils are better at lower wattages, and I can't tell any difference there.
I found some wire types, not Claptons or anything, but Canthal, stainless steel, Ni80. Some of those can taste slightly different, whether you're using fruits or desserts.
Yeah,
because I always get a slight tang of stainless steel when I'm using.
I used to find stainless steel quite clean.
When I use fruits on there, I get a slight metallic note off it, especially if you're using citrusy ones.
I just get ulcers.
Yeah, no, is it?
I got it from Nichrome and stainless steel.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah,
Some people have allergies to nichrome, definitely.
yeah,
Yeah.
Nichrome. Yeah.
Yep.
Kodachrome, I can do.
But I find
Kodachrome.
See, I found
Desserts
Canthal gives me a weird taste.
No, I find out though you need a higher temp for desserts to really bring it out. So a higher wattage.
Tries on 24 gauge SS round wire. Which Intense is same as Craig, 3mm ID and spaced. Craig D's 2.5. Bob uses dual 28 by 36 Canthal or Nichrome 6-7 wraps 3mm push 5 to 7.5 volts through them, pure perfection. Ian Thomas totally disagrees. Oh, here you go. Hot dog donut. You can't
Mowgli,
get hot
that's borderline porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you what that is now, Betty. So I know you can't click on it. So this was the link. So that's what it is.
Fair enough. Hip hop doesn't use SS either. Weird metallic taste. Stopped using it years back. Fuse Clapton 2's times 0.24 fuse Claptons, 120 watts. Stainless great for a lot of people. John Fuse Claptons, dual. A lot of people use Fuse Claptons. A lot of people use Aliens. I think that's a little bit of a thing in it. I think a lot of people do use an Alien coil.
Yeah, you want all those nooks and crannies on the wire for the juice to get into. It gives you a more surface area and more flavour.
And when your cotton breaks down, you don't notice it as much. It takes a while for that burnt taste to come through. Yeah, Craig D says, yeah, definitely. Best thing about vaping is all these different preferences we have, yeah. Some things that any good handmade coils are good. So Campbell tends to emphasise bakery and low notes. Nikon is decent all round. Stainless emphasise higher fruity notes. That's why we'll with a mixture of alloys.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of cases, you've got the thing about it is you're sitting here talking about flavors and what you taste and so on and so forth. And obviously, taste is subjective in the first place. But then if you're vaping it at 40 watts on Alien, somebody else is at 80 watts on a Clapton, and somebody else is whatever else, you're all going to taste different whatever's, even though your taste buds are different as well. So it's really hard to pop out and tell somebody, oh, this is fantastic.
It is, because everybody vapes at different wattage. Like, I'll do 80 watts. I don't go 120. I don't like that. This is a single, single Alien in there. And that's at 80 watts. I won't push that much farther than that, even on a dual coil one. Yeah. I'll probably do 80 watts, but other people might do 120 on the same one. Mm-hmm. And you get different high notes and low notes wherever you are on that wattage, don't you?
And it bears mentioning, then you have a psychopath from Australia, the Birdman, who pushes 500 watts.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but then you've got somebody else that's vaping mouth to lung at 12 watts.
Yeah.
And, so it's really hard to distinguish because it's not all uniform to the point to where you can say this or this,
Yeah. See, I don't like it. Zipper says she loves a hot vape. I don't like a hot vape. I'm not a hot vapor.
I'm around 80 to 90.
Yeah. I'm up at 120.
And I tried a mouth to lung setup. Oh my. Yeah. 12 watts. Pushed it to 14, it started burning the coil.
Yeah. Even when I'm hitting the little pods like this, I'm still direct to lung on it.
Mm.
I'm at 77 watts. I have everything at 77.
I have 70. Like with the single coil, they're all 70.
Bob's he's on usually 0.7 plus at 42 watts. Could you say anything above 20 watts? For me, it all tastes sugar, where as people vaping high say 70 to 100 plus watts will taste all notes perfectly. So it does depend on your vaping style, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Do you want to have a look at that? Because Rocky's just put one in. A recipe, cinnamon donut.
Rocky always puts out some good recipes.
So if you want to bring it up and fuck's sake. While I just clean myself up, because I've just squirted, I've just got a squirter on the go. Did you see it? When you squirt out of one side, it comes out of fucking other.
I found it. Do you want me to bring it up?
Yeah, bring it up.
Already?
Have a look.
Okay, I was just looking.
Okay. Cinnamon. Oh, I hate that thing. Cinnamon Donuts U.K.E-liquid Mixing Show, and it's cinnamon donut one shot vape train at 6%, donut crispy at 0.8%, pudding base at 1%, and super sweet at 5%.
0.5.
0.5. What did I
Not
say?
massive fan of
1.5.
vaping.
For those listening on the podcast, don't mix super sweet to 5%.
Yeah,
Yeah, 5%.
You can if you want. It'd be very sweet.
Yeah, if you want to.
Be
Your teeth
extremely
might rattle,
sweet.
but I mean, it'd be okay.
I'm still out on that crispy donut.
What, vape dream?
No, the FA crispy donut.
All right.
Don't know if I could give it a second go. Got loads of it as well.
Yeah, and that's true. It's like, you what you're vaping and what you're tasting, all of that, and then you just throw in the fact that your taste buds are a little different.
Yeah, I was going to say, add all of that, and you can have two people using exactly the same setup at exactly the same wattage, and they'll both taste different things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. People do taste different. That's why it is. You're just always going to taste different. People are going to have different tastes.
But
People might taste different bits in it.
This hobby of ours would be boring though if they all tasted the same.
Yeah,
It would.
Or-
Yeah. So
Does anyone get an off note from the pudding base?
I don't like pudding base, mate.
I get a weird off note from that. I don't know why.
I don't get it low like when I tried Rocky's recipes with it, but if I turn it up a little bit more, I do.
Yeah, I wasn't keen on the vape train pudding base.
It's not
What's the
my
other pudding
favorite.
base as well that I don't like either? That everybody
It's
goes.
definitely not my favorite.
I don't know what it is.
The vape train pudding base is tapioca pudding.
Yeah, I just didn't like it.
It's tapioca. This gets a little bit starchy.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
it. That's all I taste is starch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just didn't. I don't like pudding.
Touching on the subject of everybody tasting different flavors and things like that, it's funny because when we all used to smoke, you wouldn't have a load of smokers stood outside going, I really like the formaldehyde coming from this. I can really taste it. It really makes it pop.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you would have people who were Camel, who were Marlboro, who were Cools, who were whatever else they might have been smoking. It was like I can't do those, that $5 or those cheap brand cigarettes. They taste like cardboard or whatever. So still had it somewhat, just not to the extent.
Yeah. See, I was a cigar smoker, so you different flavors on different cigars, aren't you?
Yeah.
100%.
Swisher Sweets. Did you all have those over there?
We have Swisher Sweets,
I love Swisher Sweets. Every now and then,
they
just
were
for a
good.
treat. Those were a treat.
They were good.
I mean that's the thing, Rocky. If you've had good results with pudding base and other recipes, and it's obviously working for you, then carry on using it. I mean,
use whatever works for you. And I don't mind. I mean, I've tried Rocky's recipes; they work in his. But I've tried using it myself, and for me, I mean, I find better ways of turning.
We had this conversation once, remember?
Yeah, and when we've tried it in my recipe, I hated it, but I also tried it at a higher percentage. I use a lower percentage like he uses. It actually wasn't bad.
Yeah, Mowgli says that carbon monoxide in smokes give them that special pizzazz. Cloudchuck saying my juice tastes different in the whipsaw. You get other notes from the juice you never knew were there.
Yeah, so again, it comes down to the different atomizers have different airflows.
Yeah, exactly, Rocky.
Different coil placements, and so they pop more.
It's not a true pudding base. That's the thing. I mean, he doesn't use it in pudding. His recipes aren't made for pudding.
Yeah.
Yes, Mike. I used to like a cafe creme.
See, I tried to make an actual pudding out of it.
Do you remember is it just him?
Oh God, yeah. That was like putting your mouth on the exhaust of a
big long
VW.
thin things. Are you like that? This is French.
Yeah, but it was so strong.
Yeah. I remember going to Paris going, I'm going to smoke some of these. And within kind of one, I was just like, oh, where's my Regal King size gone?
Where you did the Camel non-filters or the Pell Mell non-filters.
Camel always smells the camel shit. That's all I could ever smell from a camel is camel shit.
I knew someone that always used to smoke the Woodbines but the non-filtered Woodbines.
Okay, now well, you on C.
The only good.
No, it's someone I used to work with in an office years and years ago. They always used to smoke the unfiltered woodies.
Yeah, the only good thing about smoking the unfiltered ones, you didn't have to worry about lighting the wrong end and getting a big
Yeah. In Thomas' side, different brands of I could find of ciggies and definitely taste wide difference between different brands. If a smoke tastes like dirt and camel shit and a £3 cheaper, would smoke them. Exactly.
But yeah, I'd much rather vape vanilla than actually go back to smokes.
Yeah.
I mean, even if I was given the choice of you can only vape grape or you could smoke, I'd vape grape, even though I really don't like it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would vape cactus over going back to smoking.
No, I can't say that. If they said you either got to vape mango or you can, I'd be like, just give me a pack. What the hell? Fire them up. I can't do that mango. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Like I say, you didn't have. It's like now with different flavors. You've got all these flavors, but you wouldn't have different flavors of cigarette. You wouldn't have, like, you'd get menthol, but you wouldn't get. I think they've started bringing. Did they bring out a cherry with that little popper thing that you could pop on some Lambert and Butler? They used to have the little menthol push ball things.
I only saw the menthol ones, but
I thought they had like a cherry one in that you could fucking crush.
All right, the question is if you were told you're basically going to die in 2 weeks, so you can go ahead and do whatever the hell you want to, would you smoke, vape, or just cry is what Graham would do?
I keep vaping. I just keep vaping.
I'd crack open a Churchill.
I'd keep vaping. I could never go.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, if they told me you got 2 weeks, I'd just say, hell, it's a whole lot more convenient. I'd probably just smoke for 2 weeks.
I've only got 2 weeks to live, so I might as well crack open a Churchill and it'll make it last. Swampy says, my granddad smoked Woodbines all his short life. Mike says, Navy Special were rations for the Navy servicemen. Greg D saying, if only custard was left, I'd be back on the smokes. Billy saying, I'd never smoke again. The smell makes me want to puke. My partner still smokes. So that must be hard. That must be hard when your partner still smokes. And do you know what I mean? That's probably the hardest one to do.
Yeah, but that says a lot about vaping. If you're around someone that smokes and you still don't feel like having a cigarette, you'd rather vape. That says a lot. My wife smokes like a demon.
Yeah, that's why I switched to vaping when Emma was pregnant, because she had to because she gave up smoking because she was pregnant. So because she stopped smoking, I switched to the vaping. I think if Emma was still smoking and I was vaping, I would have ended up back on the cigarettes.
Yeah.
You think
I've got a guy I
think
talk
so.
with that smokes a lot. Well, not a lot, I wouldn't say. He smokes and his wife vapes. Matter of fact, there's 2 of them that they're like, yeah, my wife does that. I'm like, well, why don't you? You know, so I just can't get on with it, you know. And so they've been doing it for years too. It's the wife's vape and the guy smoke. You know.
Well, my wife will smoke 2 packs a day, and I have no urge to smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has she tried vaping then, Dave? She just
No, she's a stubborn fuck. She'll never, no matter what I do. No.
We don't worry about your sex life, Dave. We were talking about vaping.
Yeah. Thing is, you've got to want to, haven't you? I think that's the big thing about it. You've got to want to stop. If you don't want to stop, then it's not going to work for you.
It didn't work for me until I got into the hobby end. I mean, as far as just trying to vape and not really having anything there to get my interest, it didn't work. And once I got into the hobby end where I started building and I started making juice and I started doing this, then it became interesting and therefore I vaped. But it was the hobby aspect that got me into it more than just vaping over smoking. Yeah.
Well, that's something to do, isn't it?
I'm the same. DIY just kept me going.
Yeah.
Especially when you go through a slight rough patch and you're just like, oh, I'm playing around, I'm doing me stuff. Pace nice.
Yeah. I mean,
And
if you made it,
I'm saving loads of money.
Yeah. Oh, you was till you started getting into hobby side of things.
yeah.
No, even then, remember about a year ago, did a calculation and spent £8,000 on PGVG and flavors. Now that's down to about 2,000.
Right.
Imagine how many cigarettes for £2,000.
Yeah.
You won't get many for £2,000 nowadays.
Oh no.
It might last you about 6 months. That. Billy Lee saying if she had 2 weeks left to live, I would try LSD.
That's from somebody who's never tried LSD. If you've got 2 weeks left, don't try LSD.
No.
Going to be an interesting 2 weeks.
Yeah, but yeah,
Um,
I think it would be that good.
Yeah. You want something that don't make time fly, that's for sure.
Kowchuk said, I would love an exact clone of Dimpleberry Ice. I would save a lot of money. It cost me £30 for 200ml short fills. I love the juice. It's one of my dailies. Just while you're on that, Dimpleberry Ice, I wouldn't pay £30 for 2 because you can get it cheaper than that if you look online, mate. 100%. If you sign up to Zeus Juice's website on their email, they do sales all the time on them. 100% they give you a discount. So don't be spending £30 on 2 bottles at 15 quid a piece because you can get them cheaper than that. 100%. Tommy said he would try lube. Well, if you've got VG, you already have.
No, he said I smoke sometimes after sex alone. I was waiting for the punchline, and the punchline was I should try lube.
Yeah. Tried to get my wife. Swamp Thing says tried to get my wife to vape, but she kept going back to smoking. It killed her. Oh, sorry to hear that, mate. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's one of the, like I say, you either want to or you don't. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them things you can't force them. They've either got to want to stop or they don't want to stop. It's never going to work if you try and force it down. It's never going to work if they just don't want to.
I know, believe me. I tell my wife all the time, we're spending $200 a week on your cigarettes versus maybe $5 for e-juice. It doesn't work.
Yeah. They've got to be wanting to stop. You can't force someone to stop. It's never going to work like that. You know, they 100% got to think to yourself.
Yeah, it's got to come from you. If you know, it's like it's one of those where you sit down and make up your mind. Okay, I need to, and I think in a lot of cases, what happens is if you're trying constantly hitting on someone to try to get them to, they will bucket that much more.
Push.
They'll
push
fight
them
you to
away.
the end at a certain point.
Oh, I don't say anything anymore.
Yeah.
You can mention it, but just don't push the issue is a problem.
No, I don't even think you mentioned it. You don't.
No.
You let it go, and like Benny said, if they decide that it's time, they will. And if they don't decide it's time, they won't.
Cult leader's in. The chairman of the cult is in.
Uh-oh.
Swag it.
Didn't hear the music, his entrance music this time.
Yeah.
Got a question for you from Connor Smith, Benny.
Yes.
How much does the flavour differ in short fills when using 72 milligram rather than Nick shots?
It doesn't, mate. It doesn't.
Does the loss of 15 mil in a 100 mil short fill when mixing up to 3 milligram Nick worth it with 72 milligram Nick? What I always do if I get short fills, I use my 72 milligram Nick and then top her up the rest of the way with VG. So it's exactly the same.
It's exactly the same.
Because if you just put your nicotine in, short fills are actually they're stronger to allow the use of your Nick shot, because it's the Nick shot that dilutes it down to the right ratio. So if you just drop in your nicotine, the 72 mil, without topping it up with VG, you will get a stronger flavour.
Yes,
but you might also notice some off notes on there because it is a stronger flavour.
Yeah. You've got to put. So if you put 72 in, you've got to top it up with. I usually top it up with a little bit of VG and then a little bit of PG, because they'll either be 100% VG nick shots you put in, or be 70-30 nick or PG nick. So it depends what you get, where you get them from.
Yeah.
But I usually just put, like I say, the 72 in and then top the rest up with VG. So it makes no difference. It doesn't make no difference to what taste you're going to get unless you don't put any VG in it, like Liam says. Bluey says, my partner spends £70 a week on fags, so I spent £70 on vapes up, even though I don't need it. Fair enough. Fair play. Zach Wind rocks a sundress when he has tea time with his Barbie dolls in his treehouse. I have no idea what that is, says Mowgli. I have no idea. So I'm not sure on that one.
I'm all in for somebody that can rock a sundress, though.
Mike saying, I remember dropping a wing panel on Hercules and about 12 packs of 200 fell out. Our OC engineer was right beside me. He just turned his back and initially had him away. Fair enough. If they're in there, fair play. So
yeah, when I was in the military, cigarettes were so cheap. They were like a fraction of what you pay off base.
And if you got it in with your sea rations, you got the little pack with 2 or 3 in it. They were free,
They never had cigarettes in the ration packs I got.
We did in the early ones. We did. When I was in, once it got up into the 80s, we didn't anymore. But in the 70s, we had them.
Okay. Yeah, I was in 82, so there was no cigarettes in the
No,
MREs.
they weren't then, but in the 70s there were. Yeah. They were still left over. Actually, believe it or not, a lot of the ones that we got were still left over from World War II.
Oh, they must have been nice and fresh.
So you talk about some great cigarettes. Those were fantastic.
apparently it's on a special feature on the Black Label Society Scullage DVD. Says, my partner is a social smoker, mainly when drinking. She's tried vaping before MTL and DTL, and it doesn't seem to work for her, unfortunately. It like I say, socially is a bit different when you're pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's totally different, is that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a total different kettle of fish, is that?
Yeah, that's why what I used to do is when I knew I was going out drinking, I'd actually swap to tobacco flavour. So I'd still got some of that tobacco. Because I knew especially when I first started vaping, if I was going out, I knew I'd end up with some cigarettes after I got a drink.
Yeah, cake and beer just don't go well together. It's just basically what it is. You don't want a fruit flavor or something sweet while you're drinking a beer.
No, that's mainly it, innit? And like I say, when everybody's outside and they're going out for a smoke, and you stood with them outside, that's when you're. But the thing is, now you see a lot more vapors outside vaping.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because everybody's got obviously disposables now that they go out with. And you see a lot more people stood outside a pub now when you're in town and that lot than you ever did vaping. So I suppose that makes it a little bit different now. Swagmans now, I think he's talking to Zippy. What's up with your leg? Did you finally find your other titty? So we have got a little bit of announcement. If you don't know, if you go over to DIYflavorchasers.co.uk, you can use Benny. Is it Benny 10 for 10% off? Benny 10 for 10% off, and it brings the price down to £7.65. £7.65, and you can find some of the best DIY mixers from around the world on there. But unfortunately, you're going to have to be quick because the big announcement is, Liam,
in a week's time, DIY Flavour Chaser will be no more. Actually, closing down. Not doing a closing down sale, but
doing a buy one, get one for the same price.
It's when they're gone, they're gone. So I'll be closing the website down in about a week's time. So probably be next Monday or Tuesday. I'll be closing it.
So if you do want to try some of the best mixers from around the world, you need to go over and buy them now, because they won't be there. They do make 200 mils of e-liquid up, and it's just because he's not got time. Not because they're not selling it out like that. It's because he just doesn't have time. He's starting a new job, and priorities are on the new job. So unfortunately, someone's got to go, which is the DIY side of things. So if you do want them, like I say, it's buy one, get one the same price, or buy three and pay exactly the same price.
Same price.
Yeah. Or buy three, get three more for the same price you just paid for those three. It's a really
exactly.
The more you buy, the more you pay for the others that you buy that match the ones you bought. So it's a great deal.
Connor says, will be something to replace it? Probably not, mate. Probably not. You will find that I have heard rumours, and I did think someone brought that up over a week. I think we were on Saturday show that Chefs is coming back.
Yeah.
Did you really?
It's been bought out. Yes, it was up for bid, and someone's bought it apparently.
And they've got a newsletter sign up page up.
Yeah, so Chefs maybe come out, so you might be able to get some of the DIY stuff from the mixers from around the world on there, but not the flavours that are on DIYflavorchaser.co.uk. Unfortunately, once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
There will be no more. They will be gone and done, dusted. So if you want to go over and try them, get yourselves over there now, and you can see what you can get. Hopefully, we can get him sold up before the end of the closing down.
You just don't want him to vape his.
We don't want him to vape
For the
his
show,
stash.
he was like
exactly.
that. Go, whatever's left, I'm just going to vape it all.
Yeah, he's going to vape it all. So just buy everything. So he's got fuck all to vape.
Yeah, that's right.
You can do it. Buy it now. Buy it now. You buy one and you get one for the same price. I say you buy one, you get one for the same price.
But the thing is, I mean, what about the Benny Vapes Mankini? We're still waiting on it, Benny.
Yeah.
Hey, Graham, Connor's got a question.
Does anybody know when Amatorium would be launched or something? So if you want any of the Amatorium juices, I've still got quite a lot left. You just have to message me.
Message
I've
him
got no
privately.
plans at the moment. Yeah, message me privately. I can do something for you.
Yes, if you do want some Amatorium, it's message privately.
Yeah, because I haven't sorted anything out.
Yeah. So
I go, this week I need to do this, and this. And then a week later, I've got to do this, and this. And it just hasn't gone down for about 2 months.
yeah. Yeah, it also says the more you buy, the same you pay per item. Exactly. Yeah. As if saying, yeah, maybe he'll start mixing again.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's such a good deal that the more you buy, the more you actually save. So, that's how it works out.
Connor says, how does he contact you, Graham? It's
Well,
like
he-
secret fucking society. He's contacting Graham, I'll tell you.
Do you have monkey on juice?
You can go to Monkey on Juice if you're on Facebook, or Monkey on Juice on Instagram, and you can message me through there.
Yeah. That's how you get in touch
That's the
with me.
raspberry.
Or you can
Yeah.
stand on your head and scratch your butt at the same time. And
Yeah.
he'll
yeah.
automatically know you did it. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah.
Or email him at grahamhashaireye.com.
Yeah. Graham's butthole. So yeah, like I say, unfortunately, DIYflavorchaser.co.uk is going to be no more from next week, unfortunately.
Yep.
So we'll then have to find a new sponsor.
Mhm.
So,
Maybe you get sponsored by Avocado Mods. Tim?
yeah,
Yeah.
Avocado Liberty Bonds. Yeah. If anybody wants to buy one from Tim, you just hit him up and he will certainly sort you out with one. They're going for a reasonable price for about $150.
And they only take 3 weeks to make.
Yeah.
It takes that long to get the parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to pay customs and everything, unfortunately.
You don't know, cats. Get off there.
That is
Well,
super
not if you're in the
lightweight.
US, you know.
Really lightweight.
Yeah, if you're in the US, you can just hit Tim up and I'm sure he'll sort you one out with your custom logo on it. Now he's 3D printing.
Hey, the Burrow's coming next.
Yeah. All you've done about wow. Look at that.
That's the button in it. It's not broken. Button's inside it, so I don't have anything in it to hold it in place.
Maybe Dark Star. To be fair, mate, we've never talked to Dark Star. I know the sponsor, Flat Cap, but I doubt if they'll do. We are getting in touch with what is it? Flavour
Art.
to come on the show and talk about there. So we did talk to him at the last expo. So these things in pipeline.
Apparently,
Mikey says the Kool-Aid man's looking for
Yeah.
someone to sponsor live streams.
Yeah.
Join cult.
Join the cult. Join the cult.
One of us. One of us.
We're not
Sport.
worthy.
It's for the greater good.
I have a Teespring site. That's about it.
I would get in, but I don't know if they got uniforms in my size. You know,
That's a good idea. Is that, Mr. Intense? We could get in touch with Dixon and see if they'll sponsor us as a shirt sponsor. Mike Ain says, "Have you got a website?" Tim.
Technically, yes, sort of.
Yes. So you can not only get Dixon shirts, you get Dixon balls as well. So you're going to be Dixon's.
That's right. You always can say, "Hey, do you want to see my Dixon balls?"
Well, you've got that.
Yeah.
I can't believe Simon launched that fashion trend.
Yeah, exactly. I have no idea where they pinched it from. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Everybody's pinching Simon's dress fashion sense.
It is, isn't it? It is. Yeah, yeah. So they all want to look like
Ignore
lumberjacks.
the original uploads on there. If they're still, I'm still trying to get those off.
I believe you might find the term is hipster.
Hipster, is that
You
what
know,
it is?
with their all little AOI
Yeah.
devices now, and their lumberjack shirts. They're going for the proper hipster. Before long,
They're
Pugs is gonna end
ready.
up with a
Rocky,
top
you just have to
knot.
order them.
Oh, there you go. When the shirt's coming out, and Swig says, Tim, hey, did you just wake up? I think he did. He knew it had that show, so he's got to shill himself for the next fucking
I
2.5
actually
minutes.
That's kind of funny because I just ordered a shirt, a new phone case, and a water bottle for myself.
Oh, nice of you to join us.
In the middle of the show.
Nice
Oh,
of
yeah.
you. Nice of you to
What
join
do you
us.
think I was
mate.
doing? I was
What?
designing stuff. Like,
well, you're 3D printing shirts now. That's going to be a bit
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
no, I went with Teespring because Teespring you can order it over there as easy as in here.
Right, we will go around and say our goodbye. So we'll start with Dave.
I'll be around on any show that people will have me, and I will pass it to Bill.
I'll be on the same show as Dave, which is the late night vape show on Sunday night with Mick, the cab driver guy. And thanks a lot, chat. By the way,
He's a gaming Mick now.
Well, as always, it was great having you all in and asking some decent input and telling me where I'm wrong. I enjoy that, and I will throw it to Liam.
Thanks everybody in chat. Been great as always. Anyone wishing to check out my recipes can check them out on ELR, all the flavors, as well as vaping community calculator as Sheerluck owns.
Sheerluck.
You can speak to me on Monkey on Juice or Graham as well on Monkey on Juice on Facebook for any mixing advice, and pay a visit to DIYflavorchaser.co.uk for all your mixing needs for the final week.
Dun, dun, dun.
Buy
And I
one,
will
you get one same price. Buy one and you get one same price.
Has the weight
And-
been lifted?
Yeah. And I'll pass it over to Graham.
Cheers, chat. If you need to chat to us anything about mixing or Ambatorium, I'm over on Monkey on Juice on Facebook. I'll quickly put that in again. And over on Instagram, same thing, Monkey on Juice. Yeah, kind of zoned out halfway through that show. I'll pass it on to Tim.
Who zoned out the whole show.
And if you want any fishing advice, Liam, you'll be able to hit Liam up soon in his new job. And if you want expert fishing advice for an extra fee, after school, he can pick up his son and bring him over so you can give expert advice. Don't forget that. That costs an extra fee, though. Other than that, yeah, Saturdays. This Saturday, I'll have a live show coming up, and then see me around occasionally here and there. Benny will probably point it out like he always does.
Does
Yeah.
you can see him everywhere.
Yeah. Mixing like crazy. We got waiting for these new Wonder flavors to come out. I'm excited because I know the list it's narrowed down to, and there's not a damn thing on there I'm not interested in. So yeah. So
Oh Christ, more to buy.
oh yeah. If there's a few in there that I know the community's been asking for, I just hope they make the cut. But that being said, yeah, I'm just gonna pass it to Benny.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for everybody joining in chat. It's been absolutely fantastic. You keep us going week in, week out. If you are over on Twitch, thank you for watching us over on Twitch. Don't forget you can comment over on Twitch. I do keep checking the chat in there, but no one ever seems to chat. But these people watching, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget you can also get it back on a podcast for all your streaming services, wherever you go. So if you want to listen to it back in your car, you can do. Just look for the U.K.E-liquid Mixing Show and you'll find it as a podcast. It will be up straight after the show. Thank you to my fellow casters for joining me week in, week out. Much appreciated. Don't forget to check out DIYFlavourchaser.co.uk and use Benny10 for 10% off. And it is the final week. So go over there and buy what you can. He does make 200ml.
Cafe Love. He's only
Cafe
got...
Love for the win. It's only got one bottle. So JP, if you're watching, he's only got one bottle, mate. Go. And we'll see you all again next time. Don't forget to check Bill and Dave out on the late night Steam show on a Sunday night after NUVS. And don't forget to check out Tim on every show that you can find with the word mixing e-liquid in. You will find him on one of them shows. So we'll see you again next week. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Joe.
Bye.